Good morning, Drive Radio fans. Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera. And today we're going to look at the 2017 Nissan Titan. Now I'm going to specify. Some of you are going to say, oh, well, looks just like the Titan XD. Or some of you are going to say, what is the Titan XD? Well, Nissan actually last year took a break from producing the half-ton, full-size half-ton pickup, put out the Titan XD, which is kind of a heavy-duty half-ton is what Nissan refers to it as. Now they've put back out the Titan, just the regular Titan, which looks very, very similar. It's got a little bit shorter of a nose, a shorter bed. You can get a longer bed as optional, but this is fully redesigned for 2017 from the basic half-ton Titan. But for those of you that are fans of the Titan XD, you'll look at this truck and say, wow, it looks actually very, very similar. So with that being said, Walt, let's give them a walk around to the truck. We'll come around to the front. This is the Pro 4X trim level. It's a little bit more off-road themed in terms of the Bilstein shocks that are available, the locking differential, those sorts of things. So definitely a little bit more off-road tuned. However, it's got plenty of luxury. As I mentioned before, full-size light-duty half-ton. It's got an all-new look. You can see the lights. And actually, let me see if I can unlock it, and it should turn on some of these lights for you. You can kind of see what they look like. Well, I wish it did. But it's got an LED light right here. I'll show you guys right here. Walt's showing very similar to, dare I say, Ford. Sorry, Nissan, but looks very similar to a Ford look. It's got an improved cabin design, and it's got a 7-speed transmission on it. And also, and I'm not sure on this, I believe this is the case, but for this year, it's got a new V8 that's a little bit more powerful than in years past. They call it the V8 Endurance. It's a 5.6 liter 390 horsepower engine. We'll talk about that here in just a second. The Pro 4X gives you this the darker finish wheels that you can see right there, and I apologize if I'm in the picture. The Bilstein shocks that I mentioned before. You get automatic wipers, automatic headlights, a locking rear differential like I said. The Pro 4X comes in 4-wheel drive only. Just a note for you folks there. Fuel economy dips a little bit actually from the standard just due to the Pro 4X's off-road tuning, and they did some different air venting for the front. But 15 and 20 miles per gallon for an average of 17. It can tow up to 9,230 pounds. That's the 4-wheel drive rated version of it. One thing I do want to note here really quick. If I lock this, it's hard to hear, but it actually locks the tailgate back here, which is becoming more and more standard on trucks, something that wasn't standard for a long time, but is a really, really great feature, especially if you've got a lid on the back of your bed here. You can lock everything and not have to worry about it. But for the sake of this, let's unlock it. You can hear it unlock. It's got a soft closed tailgate there, which is really, really nice. It's got this Nissan, we like to call it their cargo management system. You've got different cleats and hooks here that are movable. You can actually pull these out, and it's a track system. This comes with this spray and bed liner. I'm not sure if that's actually a part of the Pro 4X utility package or not. Honestly, I'm not sure. Well, speaking of which, on this truck right here, you have the Pro 4X, a utility and tow package for $1,820. The Pro 4X convenience package, which gives you leather seats essentially, heated front and rear seats, power heated tilt and telescoping steering wheel, a remote engine start, auto dimming outside mirrors. That's for $3,500. And you also get the Pro 4X luxury package, which gives you ventilated front seats and essentially 360-degree camera system. Another thing here really quick, I apologize, Walt forgot to do this earlier. This is, oh, sorry, I gotta do this like this, is the step they've added. That's part of the Pro 4X utility and tow package. Chevrolet has done, the corner bumper steps. Ford has done the tailgate. It's got the pull-out stick and stuff. You hop up into it. This is Nissan's version. Makes it really easy. It's attached. The only thing I can see is if you were doing some heavy-duty off-roading, this may get in the way just a little bit. But just something to know. As we come around the side, I think, Walt, the lighting is better over here. Just going to open the doors. Oh, we unlock. And so I'm going to show you this. This is the crew cab version, of course. You've got storage underneath the seats right here. Again, I apologize for the lighting early morning here in Colorado. Really nice storage there. And then if you want to go flat bottom, you can do that as well. That's very similar to what Dodge offers. which is a really nice feature. Plus that under seat storage. Again, heated seats back here. You do have a full 110 volt outlet, as well as vents back here and 2 cup holders, which is really, really nice. Let's fold this up, fold that down, and I'm going to open this. We normally go from the driver's side. We'll give you a little bit different view with the sunlight. I don't think, personally, Nissan has made a whole lot of changes on the interior of the Titan from years past. They've really modeled it very similarly. And actually, I take that back. They've modeled it very similarly after the XD. So it's a new and improved cabin from the half-duty, or the half-ton pickup, the light-duty that Nissan has put out before. However, there's not a whole lot of changes from the XD. Again, I mentioned you'll see a lot of buttons and switches in there. It's got parking sense in there, heated steering wheel, heated and ventilated front seats. You got a 360-degree camera system, which is really nice for parking this truck. Dual climate control. The Nissan touchscreen, which we'll get into in just a second, the Pro 4X leather lined seats like you can see there. So with that, we'll kind of go into the final portions. The Pro 4X starts out base price of $45,020. With all the options I mentioned before, including destination, $52,305. And some of you are going to say, my word, that's a lot for a light duty, for half-ton truck. Yeah, it is, but again, when you look at what the market is today, that's exactly what the market puts at. Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, I should say Ram, are putting out pretty comparable products, and Nissan is right up in line with them. The Pro 4X, they're trying to kind of, not quite the Raptor or the Ram Rebel, and the Chevrolet has got a couple different models as well. I don't know if I would put it in their class, but it's definitely more off-road tuned. I do like the Bilstein shocks. It gives you a little bit smoother ride on rougher terrain. I really like this engine. It gets up and goes. It has a nice sounding exhaust. Really works well. And again, I apologize. I'm not sure if that's brand new for this year or not, or maybe they put that same engine on the XD. I do know, though, it runs really well, and it runs a whole lot better than the previous versions of the Nissan. And maybe that's just some tweaks they made. I don't know if it's an entirely new engine. I can just tell you it runs a whole lot better. Some cons for us, the infotainment system. Nissan, up the infotainment system. The rest of the truck feels great. You get a lot of great features, the camera system, the rear cross traffic alert, the soft close tailgate. A lot of that stuff is fantastic. Then you get to this infotainment system. It's slow, it's antiquated. Please up the game with that, and I think you'd be right on par with a lot of other trucks in this very, very competitive segment, and that's what it is. The half-ton truck segment is extremely competitive. If you want to learn more about this, head to your local Nissan dealer, check it out. Test drive this vehicle, put your family in it, see if it works for you. Had a car seat in the back of this, just as a side note, fit flawlessly without any issues, even with the driver's seat in exit mode, fit and no issues there. If you want to learn more about it, head to Nissan's website, and when you head to your local dealer, let them know that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.